All right, welcome back to another episode of Tasting Torah. Looks like we are live on Instagram. Facebook is live. I'll give a moment for people to log on. Looks like we are good. Okay, so we are now in the month of Elul, the 12th month on the Jewish calendar. And there's a lot of things we do this month in preparation for the year to come. Last week we spoke about committing to bettering ourselves and doing acts of kindness, looking back at what we've done in the past year and committing to be even better in the year to come. Today I want to talk to you about another custom we have this month. There's a custom to check the mezuzos and tefillin in the month of Elul. So the tefillin are the leather boxes that we wear during prayer. There's one that goes on the arm, one goes on the head. In Devarim, in Deuteronomy, it actually is where the commandment comes from. It says, "You shall bind them as a sign upon your hand, and there shall be a reminder between your eyes." And they're used in the daily prayer for that. The arm tefillin actually have only one compartment, and it has 4 passages on a scroll that's put inside that one compartment. On the other hand, the head tefillin has 4 separate compartments, and each of those compartments has a scroll that's inside it with another passage from the Torah in it. Then we have the mezuzah. The word mezuzah actually means doorpost. It's used now as in reference to the scroll, or the case with the scroll that is put on the doorpost. That parchment actually has 2 paragraphs on it. The first 2 paragraphs of the Shema, the quintessential Jewish prayer. The first paragraph ends with the words "Ksavtem al mezuzos beisecha uvisharecha," which means write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. And that's actually where the commandment to have a mezuzah comes from. There are many customs about the mezuzah. A lot of people touch the mezuzah or kiss the mezuzah each time they pass it, going in, going out of the room or the house. The first documented time of this happening is recorded in the Talmud. There's a story that it tells about Onkelos. Onkelos was a convert. He actually translated the Tanakh into Aramaic, and his works are actually printed in most of the Chumash, most of the Jewish Bibles that are printed until this day. His uncle was the Roman emperor. So the emperor actually sent soldiers to bring him back to the palace. When they went there, Onkelos was talking to them and was telling them about the beauty of the Torah, and he inspired them, and they actually converted to Judaism. So the emperor now sends a second group of soldiers, and he tells them not to speak to him, just bring Onkelos back to the palace. And again, they get into conversation. He's telling them about the beauty of Torah and the commandments, and again, this group of soldiers converts as well. The emperor now sends a third group, and he tells them not to say anything, not to speak to him, just to take him and bring him to the palace. So they come to Onkelos' home, they take him, and as they take him out of the doorway, he reaches up when he sees the mezuzah, and he touches the mezuzah. The soldiers ask him what he was doing, and he tells them that the way it normally works, the way you were, what you do is you're the soldiers, you're the servants of the king, of the emperor. You're on the outside of the palace protecting the emperor who's held up in the palace. On the other hand, with God, his servants are in the home, and he's on the doorpost. He's the one on the outside protecting us on the inside. Like it says in Tehillim, in Psalms, in the 121st Psalm, God will protect your departures and your arrivals now and forever. The soldiers were inspired as well and ended up converting. At this point, the emperor stopped trying to send the soldiers to bring him back. So that's actually where the custom to touch or kiss the mezuzah comes from when going in and out of your home. Speaking of home, today we have my old Kentucky home. This is a single barrel bourbon. made from a beautiful distillery in Radcliffe, Kentucky called Boundary Oak. Very nice distillery. This is 100 proof. It doesn't have an age statement on it. I believe it's about 2.5 or 3 years old. Let's go for a pour. So for young bourbon, it's actually on the darker side. Looks like a rich color, a little golden, a little amber, kind of in between like a yellow and a brown. Very, very sweet nose. A lot of corn, some vanilla. Great, great easy nose. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehakol niyeh b'dvarav. Immediately on the palate, you get some fruit notes, some berry, orange, some sweetness. Some of that caramel from the nose comes through. Great finish, comes down smooth with kind of like a cinnamon backing. Not harsh at all, but warm and full. It's a great pour. I enjoyed it. L'chaim. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest videos. Thanks so much. L'chaim.